So, guys, I have a fresh piece of autism for you on this terrible, terrible day. If Spider Man were real, he would be a member of the alt right. Sorry, folks, but it's true. In the real world, our friendly neighborhood web crawler, it's not web crawler, it's wall crawler, you fucking dumbass, would be a Pepe meme posting, woman harassing monster. And here are the reasons why. Also, I love the grammar up there. He's a disadvantaged white kid. That definitely makes you a member of the alt right. Eminem,
That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
poor white kid. You might have heard of him. Poor white dude from the fucking 90s and early 2000s. Poor and white. Yeah, totally a member of the alt right. Totally didn't fucking hate Donald Trump and talk in his music about killing him a lot. Totally wasn't a thing. But Peter Parker has a lot of tough breaks. He's an orphan who comes from a white working class background. He's bullied at school. All of these things. Total part of being in the alt right. God, this shit is giving me dyslexia. To help Aunt May pay rent, Peter has to work as a photographer when he's in high school. Shit, being altruistic, helping your aunt pay for pay for shit. Totally the worst thing you can do. Makes you fucking part of the alt right. In the real world, because he's white, he would expect everyone within earshot to care about his problems. Sure, his peers would be sympathetic after Uncle Ben dies, but eventually they'd focus on their own stuff and expect him to move on. That would make Peter feel angry and neglected. So, yeah, not quickly getting over your father figure dying. Oh shit, you a bitch. You a fucking bitch. You're a bitch. Pussy alert. Your dad died. Fuck you.
You a bitch. You know why you a bitch? Cause I said so. You just a bitchy bitch. You a bitch McBitcherson. You a bitch McBitch. I go to McDonald's and get a McBitch because you a bitch. Bitch.
It would it would be easy for the self pity to boil over into racial resentment. Oh shit, that man who's cool with Black Panther and trains Miles Morales, the multi ethnic, half black, half fucking Hispanic kid that he trains all the goddamn time. Shit, that makes him totally fucking. God, this is like my fourth take because my mic keeps fucking up, but this shit gets worse every time I read it. Um, but this shit totally, you know, total alt right, total Donald Trump man, totally blowing that trumpet. Peter is one of the only white kids on screen, and nobody brings this up. I don't know, maybe because it doesn't matter. Because I don't really bring up the fact that my black friends are black. Like, what do you want? This is good for the movie, but in the real world, social justice culture would be President Peter's diverse Queens High School. And they would talk about race all the time. Why would it matter? Like, if you're friends with them, why would it matter? And don't even get me started on the red pill fucking nonsense down there. And like talking about being on r/the Donald, like what? In this like fucking like fanfic. This is some horse shit. God, this pisses me off more the more I read it. And we're just gonna skip this dumb shit because like here they try to virtue signal and say you have to be part of the left to be an altruistic human. Bitch, there are good people on both sides of the aisle, and there are shitty people on both sides of the aisle. That's why I don't associate with either party. I lean left, but I'm in the fucking middle because I don't want any part of your fucking Hillary Felicia or your Donald Trump wiener beating, and fucking Biden doesn't even remember who he is. But anyway, this gave me goddamn fucking mesothelioma. Like I need to call him and see if I can get financial compensation for my loved ones.
If you were a loved one,
He sucks at the humanities and would probably be a libertarian. What is it? What does that have to do with anything? This has never been stated. Like, he's great at science and he has like an over 200 fucking IQ. He's one of the top 10 smartest guys in his universe, but totally gonna suck at the humanities. What the fuck?
gonna become anarcho-capitalistic and RPG children because they stepped on his road and make people pay for it.
That's my younger brother in the background watching me record. Anyway, STEM is full of people with wacky ideas on how to govern. IRL, the Stark internship would be something like the Thiel Fellowship, which I'm sure gives the winners some of the MAGA vampires' perspective on things. With great power comes great responsibility. Sounds nice, but responsibility to whom? Rich people think they're acting responsibly. Expecting hard work to give you a pass for terrible behavior is the go-to excuse in high-powered white-collar fields. Fucking Peter Parker isn't rich. When has this man ever been rich? He's not rich. He's broke as hell. You just said that up there. He's been rich like one time in the whole fucking series, and it was for like 2 issues, and it wasn't even him that did it. It's an easy leap from with great power comes great responsibility to with great responsibility also comes great indulgence. Oh yes, Peter Parker, totally like not written as having the fucking like worst like I can't have anything that makes me happy complex ever. Like the man just does not do things for himself. He is altruistic to a fault, and you are a fucking asshat. Don't even get me started on this fucking weird Ayn Rand thing down here. He's a troubled teen who uses bad jokes to escape his feelings. He's my whole generation. He is all of the millennials and Gen X. We all make jokes, and we all hate our lives. But like, what does that even mean? Like, and like here they start talking about how it's bad that he's like, where is it? They're like, okay, Peter's got a lot of issues, even if he didn't go full on racist reactionary. Again, Peter Parker's never been shown as having any racial stereotypes or any racial issues. He would use offensive anti-establishment memes. Okay, this bothers me, and I've ranted about it like 4 times because of aforementioned fucking microphone issues. But since when is being anti-establishment bad? Why is that bad? Why are we licking the boots of the government? Isn't that a bad thing? Don't you guys meme on the fucking right for liking the cops too much? Can we pick like some logical consistency? The establishment in general, like what happened to thinking like punk was cool, like punk rock was cool, fucking Eminem and like shock rappers in general were cool. Like what happened? Why are we all and why are we all vaginas who want to like lick the boots of the establishment? About the alt-light shit posters. Alt-light. Nihilistically reveling in shock, transgression, and trolling, you're more likely to find these young men posting diaper porn, My Little Pony hate, and swastika-laden Pepe memes than listening to Wagner or reading Elaine to God, this gets worse every fucking time.
I've only sat through this once, and this is complete hell. I would rather cut off my fingers and feed them to dogs than listen to a second more of this.
It's so bad, and I've had to record this 4 times. I sat there for an hour and a half trying to fix the clipping that my mic was doing for no reason. I still don't know why. I haven't even been able to replicate it.
It sounded like a shy predator was trying to give us compliments.
Right. That was funny. But anyway, since Spider-Man hides his identity, he's basically a flesh and blood Twitter egg. Maybe he wouldn't mean any of this racist or sexist stuff. He screamed from the rooftops at passersby. But he's too horrible to be around. Like, fuck, dude. When has he ever been racist?
Just standing on the Empire State Building, just yelling. Just
He's just racially insensitive from the top of buildings, and people can't understand him.
Just on top of a random building, yelling, "You're brown, you're Asian,
You're brown.
you're racially ambiguous, therefore you're mildly wrong."
Boy, since when has this been a thing in his character? And like, so like this brings me to this. He's an anti-government vigilante. When? Since when? He's not anti-government. Fucking Peter Parker has worked for the government before. Spider-Man has worked for the government. And they go down here and they were like, we were like he mirrors alt-right talking points like we must restore law and order and stop inner city thugs, which
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like, yeah, we do need a strong rule of law, but that's not an
you,
alt-right talking point.
you need a big stick to bonk people.
Yeah, like, and like, inner city thugs is a very like it's obvious that he's trying to make a very vague like oh they're inner city thugs so they must be brown.
They
Like,
must have more melanin than me.
so but dude, what this also gets at is like since Spider-Man isn't the most powerful superhero, he's especially suited to fighting low-level street crime. So like what bothers me there is Spider-Man's a lot stronger than people give him credit for. He has a couple of 90-ton feats. When in Superior Spider-Man, when Otto Octavius had control of his body, he accidentally punched off fucking Scorpion's jaw because he didn't realize how strong Peter Parker was. The man holds back constantly. Constantly. He is,
He
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 doesn't hit anyone seriously.
he could rip people limb from limb just
Yeah,
by sticking to their arms, pushing on their chest and just popping them off like a Lego
like
minifigure.
it wouldn't even like a minifigure, but it wouldn't even be hard is the thing. Like what people don't understand is he does not have any business being called like a street level character. He's mid tier. He's very very mid class. He's
He,
like his best feats are close to like the 100-ton range. He's insane,
he,
and like I'll have to look for the scan, but I'm pretty sure he has a feat where he just like stood still and let a heavyweight boxer hit him in the chest and it just broke his wrist.
I think he's just like around a big building type level destroy type character, not like a city block or anything.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, this is my little rant. I also checked his Twitter and it doesn't exist anymore.
Yes,
It does not exist.
he,
Because I wanted to meme on him, but he does not exist anymore. Um, I couldn't figure out if this was me trying to figure out how to where'd all my shit go. But that shit is me trying to figure out how to fix the audio. But anyway, I tried to figure out if this was like a satire website because this gave me major Onion vibes. But I swear to fucking God, I couldn't find anything about it. It's called reallydope.com. I'll drop the link. I got this off a Reddit post on r/Spiderman, and it gave me cancer. I am dying, and the world is worse for this existing. God, please end us. Like send the meteor. Like
hey,
send it back around. The one that killed the dinosaurs.
hey,
Send it back.
hey God, give dinosaurs the second chance, you know, please,
They deserve it.
and way more than us.